So this is a problem that you may be currently facing right now, is that you are trying to get in shape, you are trying to lose weight, or you're trying to gain muscles, you're trying to tone up, and you're trying to be a snack. Basically, you're trying to be the best version of yourself. However, the people around you, more so your family, your husband or your wife, your kids, or your friends, your colleagues, or some even other general people around you, are discouraging you from achieving that fitness goals. Like for instance, you say you're signing up to the gym, and the first thing that, which is their response, to say, when you're too lazy, you won't make it. So how do you deal with that? How do you come to grips with that and be able to manage that so that you can achieve your goals? This is the video where I show you the strategies and tricks that you can do in order for you to be able to deal with it. So first things first, who am I? I am Amu Mokhwani, and for the past 9 years, I have been working out. I've gotten into my best shape possible. I've also gotten depressed, and I ended up coming back. And I just love the body that I'm in currently right now. And I want to show you that I also faced those things. In fact, I am still currently always facing discouragement from family, friends, colleagues, and just general people that are going about. Those people are going to discourage you because they don't believe in you yet. They don't see that you can change, or maybe they see you as a threat in some way possible. So let's get into this. I want to tell you, first of all, that you should accept reality for what it is. The basic thing about humanity is that everybody has a plan for you. There is a certain way in which people view you. Now, if you are a child, your parents see you as their child. When they see you as their child, then they have an idealistic mindset of how they want to see you behave, meaning that they want to see you in a certain light. When you have friends, they see you in a specific certain light. They think maybe you are the guy who is big among the group. They think that you are the lazy guy among the group. They only see you as just their friend whom they hang out with, they go to parties with, or they just go to events with, or they do fun stuff with. If it's your colleagues, they see you as their work buddy. They see you eating with them the same type of food as you would have eaten before. So they see you in that light, and they've sort of created like a box that you are in which they have defined the parameters for that box, and they say, this is Amo and he fits only into this box currently. And also at the same time, they have a future state that they want to see you at. For example, if your friends wanted you to be a millionaire, guess what they would be doing? They would be inviting you to business meetings, business conferences, giving you books on how to become a millionaire and start your journey. So because they see you in that light as just only their friend who's maybe a low level worker, or just their lazy friend, then they're going to make a determination of where you should be in the future. So now, whenever you try to change, they are going to look at their future state that they have planned for you, your parents, your future state that they have planned for you. Meaning that if they see you in the future as like somebody who's out of shape, and you are married to someone else who's also not out of shape, because it's according to culture to always see people that are overweight or out of shape, then they have that mind for you. So they're going to feed you what they want to feed you in order for you to arrive at that future outcome. So that's the first thing that you need to accept and realize, that that's how it is currently, and that's reality. So the second thing you need to realize is, what leverage do they have over you? Now, when it comes to parents, usually it is a financial leverage. Usually it's a protection leverage. So they are also using that to put you in that box. That's number one. They are also using that to steer you towards a future outcome that they want for you, how you're going to look. So they have that leverage. Sometimes even I've been speaking with some women before, and they said their biggest challenge is that their husband doesn't support them. So what does the husband have leverage over? They have some form of power. Maybe they control finances or just emotional support when it comes to their journey. So that's the second thing. Know what the people have leverage over. When you come to your friends, are you the shy person and they always direct you to do something because they have more confidence than you? What leverage do your colleagues have? Because they see you every day and they get the chance to buy food, maybe at the canteen, maybe they always bring in nice food, maybe they can afford it. That's the leverage they have over you. So what you need to do is you need to start figuring ways out to get back your power. You need to get back your power. And one of the first things when it comes to, let's say, parents or relatives or people that you're living with in general, is that you must figure out a way to be able to also generate your own money without their help. Because your money is now your money that you have earned. And what you can do is you can sign up for the gym with that money. You can buy a different type of food for yourself when they are the ones purchasing it, and then you can put also your food in the fridge. That's number one. When it comes to your husband, you need to also be able to sit down with them and tell them clearly that this is your goal, and now start figuring ways out in which maybe you can meal prep. Let's say you are a wife also preparing food for your kids, you're preparing food for other people that are dependent on you. You should also start figuring out ways to say, let me leverage my own money to also be able to buy what I need. Let me leverage my own money to be able to go to the gym. That's how you start gaining back that power. Another thing when it comes to friends is that you now need to start making newer friends that are also into the gym, because now those friends whom you used to get confidence from because maybe you lacked self-esteem, maybe those friends had more money than you and they always direct you guys what other activities that you can do, certain restaurants or wherever you do, like parties, whatever it is. You need to now develop new friendships with other people whom have the same goals as you do when it comes to fitness. Now you're gaining back your power. You have more abundance of choice in terms of whom you can hang out with, because they have leverage over you as well. Your colleagues, how can you leverage new money that you've been making to buy a different type of food? How can you now change things to the point whereby you don't bring your money to work, but rather you bring a meal prep? And that is some of the key strategies you can do to make sure that you start gaining back leverage. If you go to work and you know you always eat at the canteen, and it's not in accordance to what you should be eating, make meal prep at home. Don't bring your money to work, and then all you need to do is use your containers or your meal preps and eat them at work, and don't give yourself a chance to eat anything else. Those are some of the strategies that you can start using to gain back that power. It's power, it's leverage over you, and because they have an idea of who you should be, they will always use that power. Now, the other thing is, once you gain back your leverage, you need to now also create barriers. You need to create barriers that those people will have to jump over in order for them to be even have the chance to discourage you. What I mean by that, let's go back to the friends example. If you start having new friends that are into the gym, that are also helping you along your fitness journey and showing you how you can achieve your goals, holding you accountable or going to different events, now you have more abundance, right? If you have more abundance, you can decide to choose to hang out more with your fitness friends than the friends that used to be there. So now those friends who are still your friends, let's say they are still your friends, there will be a barrier because your time is limited. And in order for them to exert their power over you, in order for them to leverage you and do and direct your actions, they would have to now book your time because your time is now assigned to hanging out with people that are also working out, that are going to marathons, going to boot camps, going on hikes, working out together. So now there's a barrier of entry to what you can do. Also, at the same time, just by you making your own money and you having your own bank account and having control over that, you are also creating a barrier. And so you start saying, okay, you know what, it's fine. If we're going to do groceries, I'm going to pull another cart, and this cart is going to be my cart where I buy the food that I am going to eat. Now you're sort of also creating that barrier from for them from them from even trying to exert their power or leverage over you. So that's the other thing. You need to create that barrier and find a way for them to have to jump hurdles for them to even be able to disturb you. Like what you need to do is maybe you need to wake up earlier. If you used to wake up maybe at 6 o'clock, you may need to wake up earlier so that you can do your workout. So if they are sleeping, that is a barrier. They are not going to wake up early than you just for them to tell you you shouldn't work out. There's no way. You need to find ways to just leverage your time because your most important thing is your time. How can you assign your time to certain tasks and make them non-negotiable? By that, you can commit with other people. So if someone else wants to derail you, they want to take you to a party on a Friday night, but you've already committed to working out with another friend on that same Friday night, now it's a barrier. They can't cross that. And finally, I want to say that you have to understand that yes, they have a certain mindset about you. They've put you in a box and they want you to keep within that box. What you also have to do sometimes is you're not going to just throw away this relationship unless they are too toxic. Unless they are toxic to the point whereby you can't even achieve your goals, you feel discouraged, you have low self-esteem just by being around them, then it's time to discard those people. They do not belong in your life if they are not going to, if they are going to intentionally and purposefully derail you. However, if you're going to maintain relationships with them, just still be the same person to them when you're with them, when you have the time. You see, one thing that I also recommend is still nurture the relationships that have built the type of person who you are. If you make that decisions that, you know what, they are not supposed to be in my life because of the disturbance they are providing, then you are supposed to cut them off and move on because you always have new friends that you can make. You will always have new colleagues whom you can become friends with as you grow up. You will always have other family members that actually truly love you. You can never replace them, but who truly love you and will be by your side and support you all the way. So, yes, that is what you should do when you're trying to deal with people around you, closest to you, that are discouraging you from achieving your goals. Realize the truth and accept reality for what it is. Know what leverage they have over you. What can you do to start gaining back some of your power or your leverage, and also start building those barriers for them to jump, just for them to be able to discourage you. And finally, still keep nurturing the relationship, but in a way in which it suits you and it's beneficial for you and both parties. So, yes, that is the video for today. Just like, subscribe, comment any thoughts about the next videos that you want to hear from me, and I will see you soon. Sure.